Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we stop by Hammersholt Middle School, where a rededication ceremony was held in the newly named Joanne Magistro Performing Arts Center to honor the former superintendent of the district. Then we head to J. Doyle Stadium for the annual Battle of Route 18 Thanksgiving football game between the Bears of East Brunswick and the Old Bridge Knights. Plus, the Bears held their Senior Day ceremonies before the game. Then we check out the East Brunswick Public Library, where pharmacy students from Rutgers University held an outreach program to answer any question residents may have about their prescription drugs. And we'll stay at the library to check out a job fair that was co-sponsored by the legislative offices of Assemblywoman Nancy Pinkin, Assemblyman Patrick Dignan, and Senator Barnes that brought dozens of employers and even more job seekers out to the fair. All this and more, so stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now. On November 12th, the East Brunswick Performing Arts Center at Hammersholt Middle School was rededicated and became the Joanne Magistro Performing Arts Center in honor of the former superintendent. Bands from the middle school, the high school, and elementary schools all performed at the ceremony before unveiling the new plaque.
Every superintendent has some form of a vision and where they want to take their district. But not everyone can create a foundational support required to sustain the changes they implement and create a structure that allows people who succeed them to continue to build on what they've accomplished. But that is exactly what Joanne did. Unbeknownst to most in this audience, Joanne volunteered to assist in the transition as I arrived in East Brunswick nearly a year and a half ago. Even before I arrived, she visited me at my former district and spent a day briefing me. That was followed by another briefing day at her home. That simply doesn't happen in most leadership transitions, but it is reflective of the way Joanne does things. She wanted me to understand the dynamics behind her decision-making. So while I mentioned the duration of my relationship with Joanne is shorter than most, I'm proud to say the quality is very high. During our meetings, two things became very clear to me. Joanne loves East Brunswick Public Schools, and she deeply cares for the individuals she has worked with during her extensive tenure. It continues to be my pleasure to succeed such a respected leader and someone I now consider a friend.
But the difference between an average leader, an okay leader, and a legendary leader, a leader that we'll remember forever, is their vision, which we already alluded to. It's your vision that was able to turn this school system into one that is the only school system in the state of New Jersey to hold 11 schools as Blue Ribbon Schools of Excellence. The only. That was under your leadership and your vision. It was your vision that got us full-day kindergarten, something that you had wanted for a very, very, very long time. That did come before you left this district, and we thank you for that. And it was your vision that took a commitment that this school system and the district has always had to the arts and allowed us to move that to a totally different level. It is that vision which preceded the STEM, which became STEAM, and everybody realizes now how important the arts are to the future of our students, that the students of tomorrow, if they want to be successful, are going to be competing in a creativity-based environment. Knowledge isn't, like I had previously mentioned at graduation last year, knowledge isn't enough anymore. You have to be creative. And that vision led to the establishment of this facility. And it is that vision and that direction and that leadership which we are honoring this evening, and the ability to have affected decades of students now under this, with your name on this building. We're hoping that that will continue to be the direction and the ability to provide incentives and motivation and creativity for decades of students to come.
During her tenure, all arts programs grew immensely due to her vision. While other school districts looked to cut art teachers and programs, East Brunswick actually grew their staff and programs during tough times with the initial Christie administration. Her guidance and understanding for the importance of these programs led to all 11 schools being recognized in the top 10% of all New Jersey schools in the New Jersey Arts Education Census, and East Brunswick High School named as a New Jersey Model School for the Arts. These accolades were a direct result of Dr. Magistro's resolve to maintain and grow arts education faculty and offerings. I'm not sure who coined East Brunswick's motto, excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts, but I am sure that as superintendent of schools, Dr. Joanne Magistro's thinking and philosophy embodied the ideal that an arts education is a crucial element of every student's education. With the honor of her name inscribed on the entrance to this home of the arts, East Brunswick can be proud to return her hard work and dedication to the arts education students of years past, present, and now future.
Together we opened 3 completely renovated schools and 2 brand new schools from the ground up. I don't remember a time in my 10 years as superintendent that we weren't planning construction, in construction, or addressing punch lists from construction. But I do know one thing for sure, that all the effort that went into that work made it possible for our students and staff to work in facilities that were exemplary. And to the Board of Education, thank you again for demonstrating that all my hard work was recognized and appreciated. This extraordinary honor is beyond what I could expect. It is something I will treasure for the rest of my life and beyond. Thank you very much.
It says, the Joanne Magistro Performing Arts Center, commemorating Dr. Joanne Magistro, Superintendent of Schools, 2003 to 2013, whose 42-year career in the East Brunswick Public School District was interwoven with her love of and dedication to the students and staff, and whose vision for this Performing Arts Center became reality for the community, dedicated November 12th, 2015.
Students from Rutgers Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy greeted patrons at the East Brunswick Library on December 1st as part of a partnership and outreach program with the library to field questions that people may have about medication they may be taking.
Hi, so I'm Mary Bridgman. I'm a clinical associate professor at the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy. We're here today at the East Brunswick Public Library to talk to the East Brunswick community about how to use their medicine safely and to answer any questions they might have about how to take any medicines they might have been prescribed. I'm here with Daniel Chang, one of our pharmacy students from the School of Pharmacy at Rutgers, who's here to explain a little bit more in detail about the activities we've got planned.
Good morning. My name is Dan, and I'm a third-year pharmacy student at Rutgers. And I'm here today to outreach to the general public about medication safety and diabetes management. We've established a very good relationship with the East Brunswick Public Library. We've also been here last year to just outreach and just give advice to the general public. Events like these provide us a great opportunity to practice our communication skills, because this is what we're going to be doing as healthcare professionals in the future.
So what's the sign of overdose? It's not so much a sign, it's the concern of liver toxicity, right? So it's
Hello and welcome to another Battle of Route 18. It's football, and I'm Frank Knoppenberg, your host, and I'm joined by outstanding former athlete Rich Whalen, who was a star in football and basketball for us and currently the basketball assistant coach for the men. Rich, what's your thoughts on today's game?
Well, you know, Old Bridge, East Brunswick have been playing since my junior year. We were fortunate enough to win that game, but since then Old Bridge has had the better of the play. So one interesting thing to look at today is Old Bridge has a playoff game next week. We'll have to see who's playing for them, but you know, I'm sure East Brunswick wants to get a win since there haven't been many for them in this series.
And since you brought it up, do you have a fondest memory of that last time you played here for the Battle of Route 18?
You know what? I kind of remember the first one that we won. We ended up losing my senior year, but the second one, you know, we actually opened the offense up a little bit with Coach Borden. We were a running team, and then we sort of opened up the offense and threw the ball a lot. So I kind of remember, although Old Bridge scored a lot, we were able to put some points on the board in that game.
And I do remember that game. And now we have a very special guest. Some people know him as Mr. Oldbridge. This is Mr. Ron Mazzola from Oldbridge. He wears many hats, as I just said. He is not only the voice of Oldbridge, but he's their historian. And more importantly, he runs a lot of tournaments for the state and the GMC, specifically gymnastics and wrestling. But today, we're going to talk football with Ron. Ron, what's your thoughts about today's game?
It's an interesting day. It's Thanksgiving is always special. It's the crisp air and the holiday, and to me, it's more like a true homecoming. You see a lot of the alumni come back, especially the more current ones because they're home from college. So Thanksgiving always means a lot. As far as the game goes today, you've got a hungry East Brunswick team who's haven't had the greatest of seasons against an Old Bridge team that is going to the state final. And, are they looking ahead? And I don't think they are, but there's always that possibility.
Right. Do you have you've been at many of them because I know.
Been at all of them.
And favorite memory of any of them?
Oh, I have many. Bob DeMarco's last game actually on this field where the officiating crew signed the penalty flag, the yellow penalty flag, and gave it to him, and it's something he treasures. Marcus Borden's last game, a few years back was also played at the Battle of Route 18, and two legendary coaches like that. There have been some great performances. The East Brunswick name that comes to mind is Greg Kohlheim,
right,
who was a quarterback in the very first game and really dominated Old Bridge at Lombardi.
Right.
In the opener in 1994. There have been a lot of great moments in this game.
Okay, now who did Old Bridge play prior to the Battle of Route 18 on Thanksgiving?
Old Bridge was two high schools back then. It was Madison Central and Cedar Ridge, and they played each other. And it was a true Old Bridge community kind of day. And then when they brought the schools together for September of '94, Old Bridge wanted to continue playing on Thanksgiving Day, needed to find somebody. The story I remember is that they had asked Saraville. Saraville was the first choice, turned them down, came to East Brunswick, and Marcus and Bob DeMarco got together and they go, yeah, let's do this. And 22 years later, we're still here.
And it continues, and thank you for spending time with us. Good luck in the winter season to you.
Before the game, East Brunswick honored the senior players and managers for their commitment and dedication to the program. Let's meet the seniors.
Hi, I'm Melissa Hosick, and I invite you to attend one of our upcoming December events at the East Brunswick Public Library. All are open to the public. On Saturday, December 5th at 3 p.m., the East Brunswick Arts Commission presents the Central Jersey Wind Ensemble's concert, celebrating the 100th birthday of Frank Sinatra. There is limited seating, so come early. On Sunday, December 13th at 2 p.m., come celebrate the holidays with the East Brunswick Community Chorus's annual concert. On Monday, December 14th at 7 p.m., take the Cookbook Challenge, test a new cookie recipe, and bring a sample to share with others. To learn more about our other events, such as Technology Week, visit ebpl.org/calendar or follow us on social media. We hope to see you in December.
This is Barbara Reese reporting for This Week in East Brunswick. We're here at the East Brunswick Public Library for an exciting job fair experience. Come join us.
We came up with this idea to have a job fair just because the economy is trying to get going again. We do know that employers are starting to seek people, and when we say, people are trying to find jobs, we have so many people that are unemployed or underemployed that are looking for opportunities, and a lot of times we'll hear from employers that they have an opportunity but they can't fill it. So we thought, as a service of our district office with Senator Barnes, Assemblyman Duggan, and myself, and also Assemblyman Danielson, who's from the next district to us, we try to put together all of our resources so that we can leverage them to the best of our ability to serve our constituents. So what we did was we brought in local businesses, which is totally free for them. We used the library because that's a free opportunity as well, but also the library, our East Brunswick Library, has a business resource division, and they help people that are seeking to start up a new company, to get their resumes reviewed, to take training programs if there's something they need to polish up their skills on, if it's computers or something of that nature.
I'm a social worker, and I would like to go into that field as clinician, care coordinator, whatever it comes into that field will be good for me. I like that it's so many agencies that are looking for employees, and that's why we need to have a variety of places to choose from.
So we've been partnering with our 18th district representatives for several years now. Assemblywoman Pinkin and Assemblyman Dagnan have really taken the lead on putting this event together, here at the East Brunswick Public Library. And as you can see, it's an amazing turnout. The reason why we like to be involved in this so much is obviously we have a very specific interest in business development and economic development, throughout the region. But also, this is a really good opportunity not only for prospective applicants to kind of gauge the job market out there, but also for prospective employers to kind of gauge the talent pool out there.
Yeah, it's really great to have everybody together again. It's not costing any money, it's not costing the residents any money, and the more employers are doing well, the more that improves their tax base and helps to reduce the taxes for the residents as well.
For me, being this job fair is a brand new event. I'm a small local Geico office. We're hiring for 3 different positions. I'm looking for a marketing rep, customer service rep, as well as a licensed agent. I got notified through the Chamber of Commerce of this event, and I said, hey, why not? It's a good event. It's actually free for the businesses, which helps us out as well. So I've tried a lot of other avenues, and it's hard to get right as a small business to get in front of the public directly. So
it's a big help to the local businesses in the community as well.
Oh, I would agree. I think it helps a lot of the local businesses who wouldn't otherwise do an event like this because they're very costly.
Why do you come to a job fair like here at the East Brunswick Library? Why is it a plus for your company?
Well, I love people. Self-promotion is the name of the game in commission sales. Lead generation, self-promotion. I need to promote myself, but I need to give. I'm an agent that is really a real estate counselor, not a salesperson. I like to give information. I like to counsel people on their homes, their home buying and their selling. And basically, what gets me about this business is helping the buyer find their dream home. That gives me a great feeling inside.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We opened up all the meeting rooms. We even the parking lot was full. So yeah, we're completely full, and we had a lot of registrants. And how many businesses?
We have 37 businesses, and we have over 70 people that have registered, and we even have walk-ins. The library is really happy to be able to host this event and to play a part with Assemblywoman Pinkin's office to use the library as a venue to connect those seeking opportunity, new job opportunities, those seeking a new career, even those in retirement who are seeking to change the direction of their life, do something new and exciting.
So I understand that you have some very helpful information for commuters.
Yes, we try to do everything to keep Middlesex moving, to keep traffic moving. Our mission is to try to reduce traffic congestion, improve air quality. We're here at the job fair today to encourage people to learn about alternative transportation modes because it's really difficult and expensive to drive your car all by yourself. So one of our new programs we have and a new app for is called the Information Notification Network. This is a self-sustaining type of program where people can register the times of day that they're interested in, the roads in Middlesex County they're going to be driving, and if there's an accident or construction or police activity along those roads, we automatically send to your mobile device that there's something happening there. Avoid it. So just for argument's sake, one day you want to take Route 18 and you find out Route 18 has traffic, which we know never happens, okay? But occasionally there might be some traffic on Route 18. You might want to take Riders Lane instead, okay? Because at least it gives you alternatives and it keeps you out of the traffic jam that you're in.
Well, that's great. You're keeping the roads moving, getting people to their jobs.
That's what we try to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
People are just so excited about doing something new with their life, about lifelong learning, and what better place than the library?
I like that unlike other job fairs I've been to in the past, there seem to be not only a larger variety of companies, but also a lot more different fields that they are looking for. Because in other job fairs I've been to, I've been disappointed to find that there are only one or two industries or different types of jobs that they're looking for, but here there's just a whole lot more variety. I actually have experience in education being a certified social studies teacher, but I have more of my experience in customer service, general administrative work, so that's more of what I'm looking for here.
Would you recommend this fair to other job seekers if they had it again next year?
I absolutely would. Like I said, a big variety here. I think that most people here can find whatever they're looking for.
I am unemployed, and I think the job fairs are great because it gives you a variety of different companies out there, and you can get their perspective, and it's very easy access here in East Brunswick. But it's great getting to talk to everybody here at the different companies as well as other job seekers as well, because you get so much information from both sides. So I think it's just a great place to be so that all in one you get all your information. I come from a legal background, 23 years working in law firms, and I do a lot of administration work, a lot of secretarial work, so very computer literate, and I'm open to everything and open to learning. So.
People are eager and talented, and it's it just really showcases how the county is a real talent pool for employment and employers in the state.
We thought it was a great opportunity to give local people a chance to apply for positions with us because we have a lot of positions open in East Brunswick and throughout the state of New Jersey.
We have positions in our business office, which is here in East Brunswick. We have positions throughout New Jersey. We have over 15 locations, so it varies between technical and non-technical positions. Obviously, anybody who's been to a doctor's office really wants great bedside manner, so that's very important, and that is also important within our business office. When you call our office, you want somebody with good customer service skills.
ARC of Middlesex County, we provide services for the people with mental disabilities. We provide support to the families, and we do have a lot of career center programs, and also we also provide support to the families who have people with mental disabilities. So basically we provide service for the people in the society. Just started like 1 hour before, and I've got so many resumes, so I'm hoping my company would be getting the exact positions which we are looking for.
Hope you've enjoyed learning about all the local businesses here at the job fair. Looking forward to seeing you here next year.